photo shoot.
Hey Hannah, thank you for being here today. How's your photo shoot doing today?
It's been going pretty good. I'm excited and I think we got some awesome shots.
Yeah. So we're gonna dive into these questions.
All right.
So when did you start modeling?
I started modeling March of 2021. So it's been a year almost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I kind of got into it for my fiance. He kind of pushed me and made me realize this is something I want to start doing. So I just went ahead and I was like, let's do it. And it's been history since.
What inspired you to start modeling?
Definitely my dad. Just being in front of the camera my whole life, it sparked this creativity and passion within me that the creativity really pushes me and inspires me.
What's your ultimate career goal?
My goals are constantly evolving as I like to set small goals that I know I can achieve. So they're always evolving, but I'd say the ultimate goal is to be a paid model and hopefully one day be in Vogue. That would be like the ultimate dream come true.
Yeah. What are your favorite and least favorite aspects of the job?
Favorite aspects is I've always had this quote of bringing the imagination into reality. And to me, that's just so poetically beautiful. And that's like my favorite thing of like bringing photographers' visions to life and telling a story throughout a photo. Least favorite, I think there's a sense in the community where models get taken advantage of slightly, whether it's, trying to convince them to do things they're maybe uncomfortable with or scamming and things like that. And it's a scary aspect, but if you know how to handle it and do the proper research upon it, then it's something that you can handle yourself. But it's definitely the downside of the industry.
What has been your most memorable experience?
My most memorable experience is probably my very first photo shoot. It was with this photographer, John Hooper, and I walk in the studio, not even 5 minutes in, he trips over his tether, which is like the cord that connects his camera to the computer, and it dropped like 4 feet and slammed on tile floor. And me and him and my dad were all just like, oh no. And we made a little prayer, hoping the camera was okay. And thankfully it was, but for that being my first shoot, I was already nervous and I was like, I'm bad luck. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this. But it ended up being one of my favorite shoots I've ever done and definitely a memory that I will have next to my heart forever.
Another thing I want to dive into this question, I know that's your most memorable one, but I know you were published in a magazine. What was that experience like?
That was just out of the blue. My photographer had sent photos to be published in this magazine and I didn't know about it. And then I got a text from her saying, hey, we were just published. And I remember just sitting in the car and I couldn't believe it. I started crying a little bit because I didn't see myself being published in a magazine until way farther on. And this was only maybe 3 months into my start of the journey. And so it was definitely just a cool experience. And now I think I've been in 5 or 6. So it's been so fun. Yeah.
What would you want to say to those wanting to start modeling?
I'd say to new models, do your research. I spent a few years before even, realizing it was something I wanted to do. And it's so important to understand what scamming looks like and, signs to look out for when people reach out to you, and research the people you're going to work with, just because the industry can be a little shady. But don't be afraid. I think as long as you are prepared and know what to look for, then it's such an awesome, fun space, and there's so many great people. But just have fun, be safe, bring people with you to photo shoots, and yeah.
Which models do you look up to?
A few models that I kind of take inspiration from are actually kind of more local. There's a few that have more of kind of like that street style, or kind of more of like this elevated style. And I think since they're so in the community already, I kind of want to be on their same level. So I kind of look up to them in a sense that.
Do you have any like names?
There's this girl, Valerie. I think her Instagram's like Valerie Rose. I met her in person, and she is so kind and so nice. And there's another girl, her name's Spencer, and I think her Instagram is Spooncer. She's another one. They're like the top two in this area, and I'm just like, you guys are awesome. But yeah.
Who's your biggest inspiration, motivator?
I don't specifically have a person that I look up to, in a sense. The thing that really drives me to do what I do is creativity, freedom, and I think as long as I have that imagination and that drive to constantly create something beautiful, that is, to me, what motivates me more than anything. And my fiance and best friends and stuff, they definitely push me, and their encouragement is, I'd say I guess they would inspire me, but they kind of form into one thing to me. And
I think we're done.
yay! That's a wrap.